Aregbesola, who served as governor of Osun from 2010 to 2018, congratulated President Bola Tinubu on Wednesday during an address to citizens of the state at the Nelson Mandela Freedom Park via Old Garage in Osogbo. He referred to Tinubu as the architect of my success. Aregbesola served as governor of Osun from 2010 until 2018. However, while speaking on Wednesday, Aregbesola tried to make amends with President Tinubu by complimenting him and expressing his gratitude for his service. He explained himself by saying, "I have not returned to Osun for animosity or whatever, but rather for the reconciliation of our party. I am here today to apologize to anyone who may feel offended by my actions and to beg forgiveness from them. The reason why people are applauding me over my success in Osun today was because of the great work I did when I was the governor. And those who turned themselves into enemies today will work together in government. The reason why people are applauding me over my success in Osun today was because of the great work I did when I was in government. I give thanks to God who brought attention to me in Lagos with the assistance of President Bola Tinubu. He is the mastermind behind my compliments. I was a commissioner in Lagos for a total of 8 years in 2004. We gathered in Badagry for a meeting during which we discussed our plans to wrest control of our state away from the other party. I was given the directive to come to Osun State by President Tinubu and other Yoruba leaders to overthrow the incumbent government there. With the aid of God and the support of Asiwaju, I was able to excel as a governor for 8 years, even though it was not easy with the help of those that converted to my enemies for 4 years. In 2019, following the ruling of the Supreme Court, I arrived at this location with the individual to which I had transformed power. Nigerians, after mocking Tinubu for urinating on himself, the former minister, Aregbesola, returned to Osun, begs for forgiveness. Aregbesola, the immediate past Minister of Interior, has returned to Osun State, saying he has come back to restructure the All Progressive Congress APC and to beg for forgiveness for all those he offended specifically. Aregbesola, who was Osun governor between 2010 and 2018, on Wednesday at the Nelson Mandela Freedom Park via Old Garage, Osogbo, while addressing residents of the state, thanked President Bola Tinubu, saying, "He is the architect of my success." Aregbesola added that it was with the help of God and the support of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu I was able to excel as a governor for 8 years, even though it was not easy. Sahara reporters had, in February 2022, reported that in the heat of the rundown to the Osun State governorship election, where Gbenga Oyetola then was seeking re-election and backed by Tinubu, Aregbesola had mocked the dough at a program in the Orida local government area. Aregbesola, while castigating Tinubu, had said, this is in Yoruba language. He said, which is translated in English, why they are already urinating on themselves. Worti to worry. Sorry, I cannot say that in the Yoruba language. So what he said in the Yoruba language was translated in English that they are already urinating on themselves. The comment came days after Tinubu was seen in a viral video with suspected pee stains on his clothes during a visit to a monarch in Ogun State, the Awijala of Ijabuland. Tinubu was seated on a black leather couch alongside some other party stewards, had risen to give a speech, but his attire had soaked from behind, particularly at the butt area. The politician's security aide was seen constantly holding his nose while looking at the wet area as another woman immediately wore her face mask as Asiwaju Bola Tinubu rose up to speak. The APC in Osun had two factions. One was loyal to Aregbesola, while the other was to Oyetola, who eventually lost the re-election bid. But speaking on Wednesday, Aregbesola had some nice words for President Tinubu in a desperate bid to seek forgiveness. He said, "I have not returned to Osun for animosity, but reconciliation of our party. I have come here today to beg for forgiveness from anybody who is offended towards me. The reason why people are applauding me over my success in Osun State was because of the great work I did when I was in government, and those who turned themselves into enemy today will work together in government. I thank God who showcased me from Lagos through the help of President Bola Tinubu. He is the architect of my success. I spent 8 years as commissioner in Lagos. In 2004, we had a meeting in Badagry where we talked about how we will take over our state from the opposition party. President Tinubu and other Yoruba elders directed me to come and take over Osun State from the opposition. With the help of God and the support of Asiwaju, I was able to excel as a governor for 8 years. Even though it was not easy, with the help of those that turned to my enemy for 4 years. In 2019, after the Supreme Court judgment, I came to this venue with the person I handed over power to. I cancelled that. I have played my own part and handed over to the person I loved. But I said the person must do it right by ensuring unity within the party. If that is done, I will now be the godfather. But unfortunately, Satan took over them in interpreting what I said. I never begged for anything from them when he was in power. I am saying it today and I'm begging for forgiveness. After this, we are not going to beg anybody again. We don't offend anyone. We don't believe anyone offended us, but it is possible that they believe we offended them. That is why we are apologizing to them, Aregbesola said. So guys, you've all heard it now. This is Nigerian politicians for you. So guys, let's quickly hear from you. What's your take on this? Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you for this coming out here. God bless you. Bye for now.